What's up, guys? I hope you're having a good day. Hope you got some sun. Definitely don't have any here in Ohio right now. But this is going to be another video in a series I'm making about 5 things I love and hate about my Jeeps. So today we're going to do the 5 things I hate about the silver Jeep. So we can start off on the outside. I'd say that this current paint job, I love the color, but just the paint job itself, and also the tears, and you can see some of this stuff. Some of these, I forget, just the little latches that hold the body panels in place are coming apart. And most of that's due to the part that this thing had a big subwoofer system in it at one point, and that's also gonna hit on another thing I hate about it on the inside. But with the paint job, you can see, you can't really tell when it's wet, but if you look here, you can just see paint. Let me try to get a good angle. There's just paint drips. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but there's paint drips right there. We've got some chips everywhere here and there, and then up here they kind of left this blue. I forgot to paint that on the inside. But just the paint job overall, I do love the color. Oh, and got a little ding there, and then over here by my door, we got a big rust spot. I don't know what that's from. It looks like someone almost tried to yank the whole door off. And then up here under the grill, whenever I replace this grill, I really exposed a lot of imperfection, and this whole front grill is pretty hosed as far as letting the previous paint job come through that blue. Also, my dumbass, this rim here was already pretty ate up, but I ate up another little part of it. I don't know where exactly, but I need to get some gloss paint for that. But okay, moving to the second thing. This safety feature works. This thing relocked itself. All right, as opposed to the new ones. Okay, so here, I'd say that the door panels has got to be number 2. Someone went ahead and painted this, and I know at first glance it looks like, why would someone do that? But it kind of grew on me. But you can see just this whole door panel screwed up, and I actually have some replacements, but they're from a non-SRT Jeep like this, so they're a totally different color. They're like beige and kind of brownish. So I have some, if I ever put my mind to it and get it done, I already started, but I have some so I have some like cheap vinyl wrap that I bought, and it's I think white, blue, and gray maybe. So I'm gonna get working on that, hopefully, and that'll be really cool, and I'll probably make a whole video out of that. But yeah, just those subwoofers that were in here tore it up. And number 3 has got to be just the unit, the head unit. I mean, come on, what is this? I didn't notice it in the pictures when I was looking at this thing online, and then when we got down there, I was like, oh man. And this is like a cheap JVC unit, because I know JVC is a decent brand, but this is like their cheapest unit they make. So that really sucks that that's in there. I'd much rather the stock. My red Jeep has the stock one in it, and it's actually really nice. It has navigation and all that. It's not touchscreen, but it's still really nice. So I really wish I had the stock unit. I'm not gonna go ahead and buy the stock unit at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and replace it eventually. And this is weird because this is a standard double din, but this is obviously bigger than a double din, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I could maybe find some filler pieces to go here. And I've seen one dude who actually he bought an iPad mini and just put an iPad mini in there. That would be cool. But moving on from that, number 4, when I bought the Jeep, and currently none of these speakers work. There's 6 speakers in these Jeeps, You got 3.5 tweeters. You got 6.5. And then in the back, you got, I think these are 5 3/4 or so. And they also drilled into these doors back here, going back to the door panels being tore up. Which that's not really bad if you get a little bullet tweeter. I don't know how big that hole is, probably like 3.5 or 3 for a bullet tweeter. But yeah, none of these speakers work, so I have my Bluetooth speaker back here that I use. So that really sucks, just as far as the whole head unit and audio goes, none of it works, which really sucks. But I mean, for now, Bluetooth speaker's cool. Alright, coming around to the engine bay for the fit thing. I just don't like how it's different colors. We got red here, and then some black here, which that's plastic. But you know, it doesn't look the best. We got exposed wires everywhere, tore up, which I could easily fix that. Just retape it. And then when I bought this thing, they just left wires everywhere. Like this is just a sub-wire, power wire that was just left in it. That really sucks. It's pretty dirty too when I got it. The bar right here, the stability bar, it's pretty crap. I could probably get it repainted. You see down there's even more rust on it. But I just wish the engine bay was a solid color, but this thing, being painted like freaking 4 different times, does not help that whatsoever. But you can see it's just red everywhere. But overall, I do love this Jeep. I love all 3 of these Jeeps, and this one isn't very fast. It can go over trails like a MFer though. Right now it's down, but I'm hoping before winter I can see what's wrong with it and get it back running. This thing has over 240,000 miles on it. Both of these have, I think this one has 133 and this one has 128, so they're pretty similar. But you know, obviously the 4.8 probably wasn't built as strong as these 6.1s, so I have high hopes that if I keep up on all the maintenance and everything, these things will last a long time. It's another reason why, out of any performance car, I wanted to buy one of these Jeeps, just because I've had this green Jeep since 180K, and now it's at over 240K. I put some new rims and tires on it, and that's when it decides to brake, of course. But yeah, overall I do like these Jeeps. They're awesome. I definitely recommend them. But that's just 5 things pertaining to this Jeep, I would say. Everything that I listed basically just pertains to this particular Jeep. So if you spend the extra couple thousand and get a really clean one, you're not even gonna have any of those issues. Like with this Jeep, in this series, I'm gonna do 5 things I hate about this. It's gonna be really nitpicky type things. Like, I'm not gonna do no spoilers for y'all, I can't do that, but it'll just be some small things. But I am kind of disappointed because I paid twice as much for this Jeep over this Jeep, and just some of the stuff, everything I listed, this Jeep hardly even has like all the, well shoot, I can't even get into that, never mind. But basically, wrapping it up, you guys will have to see that in the other video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for leaving your comments and liking and subscribing and all that. And with that, we're in the video.